Hi everybody, I'm Caroline from Too Fit to Quit. Thank you for joining me today. Please consult your physician before attempting to do any exercises with me. I don't want anyone getting hurt or, I'm a very safe instructor, but still, it's very important that you check with the higher powers to make sure it's okay for you to do these exercises. Today, I'm coming to you with some butt and gut. Everybody always loved those classes at the Y where I teach and have been teaching for a long time now in Anderson, South Carolina. I am coming to you from South Carolina, if you can't tell by my accent. But anyway, so if you have just some water, a towel, you don't have to have a bench, but a rug or a towel to put your knees on or whatever. I've got a mat that I probably picked up at TJ Maxx. I've got 1 8-pound weight. You don't have to use a weight. Your shoe is heavy enough, but I like to get a hard workout out of this, so I'm going to be using that kind of equipment. So assuming that you have done some sort of warm-up and a cool-down, a little bit of cardio, maybe the Tabata workout that I just taught, pull it up if you haven't seen it already. But I want you to be somewhat warmed up before you start this. So you're going to come down on all fours. We're going to start with some glute lifts. You're going to put your elbows on this step, and there again, we also do this exercise with the stability ball. Your knees are about shoulder width apart. You're going to put the foot up about hip level. My neck is a natural extension of my spine, so my head's not hanging. I'm just comfortably looking straight ahead. And now my foot is just something to, a stabilizer to stand on. My leg is just a limb. The motor to this action is right here in my glute. So you're gonna have your shoulders under your elbows right up under your shoulders. Your knee preferably about hip level. If you can't, just keep it low. But if you're a pretty advanced exerciser, keep it up here. You're gonna start to push up to the ceiling and push. Push. You want to do about, maybe 32 of these. 4, 3, we're going to do 16 more, okay? So you're going to press up with your heel. You should be feeling it. Actually, as you push up, once you get to the peak of the move, that's where you want to feel that squeeze and that glute muscle back here. You're also working the hamstring muscle. That protects the back of the knee. Keep going, keep going. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bring it down. If you need to stretch, just kind of sit to the side. Give it a little stretch, come up center. Now I'm doing these exercises. If you have bad knees and this hurts your knees, I have other classes with other workouts for you. Go ahead and bring the other foot up into the air. Keep it about back level and begin to push that heel up to the ceiling. So back to what I was saying, if you just have some soft towels to place under your knees. If it truly, truly hurts, that's one thing. Just do the exercises in my lower body bar class that's on YouTube. I want you to, after this workout, and I remind you to please hit subscribe and hit the bell. You will not get any emails, but once you get on YouTube and you're looking for a workout, you'll be subscribed to my channel, so you'll see anything new that I've done and put up. So we're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring it down and stretch. So if it truly hurts, you want to do that adult bar, but there's always an excuse for not doing a workout. And I've heard them all. So I don't want to make you mad. I want to make you happy and excited to do this class. So just put some pads up under your knees, get on those knees, and do what you can. Stop when you have to. All right, so notice I put this 8-pound weight behind my knee. I'm squeezing it to my glute. I'm going to bring this up about hip level. I'm in a more advanced strength category, but if you're new and you want to keep it low, just keep it low and just do low pulses. But I'm going to bring it on up here, and I'm going to lift with this leg again. So we're gonna lift. I'm using my glute and my hamstring. My chin is up. I'm just kind of looking ahead on the floor. I am looking back at you when I can. I want you to concentrate on lifting that weight on the back of your leg. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Squeeze at the top, squeeze at the top. Last 4, just 3, only 2, and 1. You're going to bring it on down. You should have felt that. So I'm going to change legs. Here we go. I'm going to put this weight behind the other knee. You want your elbows right up under your shoulders. Have your body squared off. Knee is up about hip level. And begin to lift with your glute up. So my hamstring, I'm squeezing my heel towards my glute, and that's what's keeping the weight behind my knee. Exhale, exhale on any lift, push, or pull. Keep lifting. Keep lifting. Oh yeah, keep lifting. Stop when you have to stop, of course. You're in your own house, hopefully. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Let's try to do 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and release. That was awesome. Okay, that was the hamstrings. We're gonna pause and we're gonna come around and sit on one of our glute muscles right here. You're gonna keep your shoulder right above your elbow right up under your shoulder. You wanna sit in an aligned position. So a lot of people say this hurts their hip. I just stack. It doesn't hurt. I mean, you just keep yourself propped. Flex that foot out, and you're just gonna lift just about hip level. You're gonna be squeezing up, up. This is the outer thigh muscle. Up, if you want a little more, point your toe down. Flex your toe towards you. Lift, lift, you'll feel it. Stop when you need to stop. Chin is up. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. You got 8 more in you. 8, 7, 6. Strengthening those hips. 4, 3, 2, and hold. We're going to go up a little, up a little. Oh yes. In class, I call this the cherry on top with the extra drizzle. Keep going. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, only 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to release. Wow. All right. So you're going to take this outside leg and foot on the floor. You're going to extend the under leg, the one that's underneath. I'm going to slide to the edge of my bench, flex my foot. We're going to lift about knee level. So you're going to lift and lift. You're going to use that inner thigh muscle right here. Flex your heel out and lift and lift and lift. And I hope that you're seeing this angle where you see I'm kind of leaning back, lifting my heel. Exhale, 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 exhale. Can you draw it up a little higher towards your knee? Tap down, knee, tap down, knee, tap down. Last 4, last 3, last 2. You're gonna hold it. So this whole inner thigh is working. I'm gonna squeeze up. I'm gonna squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up. I can feel that muscle. Squeeze and stop if you have to, but we're gonna try 8 more. So it's 8, it's 7, and 6, and 5, only 4, 4, and 3, and 2, just 1, and release. Push your body up with both hands. We're gonna come around to the other ankle. So you're gonna sit on your glute muscle, elbow under the shoulder, bend one leg, extend the other. Okay, so I'm stacked hips, and I'm gonna lift hip level. Lift, lift, abs in, lift, lift, and squeeze. I could do these exercises like for 2 hours, you know. This is very hard to break this down into small videos. But it's fun because there's always something to do, and I never run out of things to pull out of the bag. So lift and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. I hope you're having a good time doing this. It's a lot of fun, especially when you know that you can master it, and you can, as long as you do these at least twice a week, minimum. But try to do some weights and some cardio, minimum 3 times a week, maximum 5. You know, you'll have a favorite class at some point. Keep lifting, keep lifting. Final 4, final 3, wow. Final 2, you're gonna hold it if you can, and you're gonna pulse up, 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 squeeze, 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 squeeze. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, only 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Okay, so you're gonna bring this underfoot around. The top foot is flat to the ground. Here's my little weight we used a while ago. Keep that elbow under the shoulder. You're gonna flex this foot completely out, okay? Toe to the ground if you can. So you wanna accentuate lifting the heel so that you're in your inner thigh and down. Up and up and up. Squeeze, squeeze. I wanna thank my husband who sets up all these lights and who helps get all the camera stuff right, and then who helps put these videos together for me. He's the best in the world. I couldn't do without him, and he's just as excited about these videos as I am. Van Sullivan, and squeeze, and squeeze. We've been married 30 years, and it's been fun. Every moment of it really has. Hold it up and pulse. Up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Feel that inner thigh. You can visit his website or our website at vansullivan.com. We have been doing beautiful weddings for 30 years, family portraits, infants, commercial shoots, interiors, exteriors. We're the best at headshots. vansullivan.com. Squeeze up, up, up. You should be feeling this. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Well, that was your inner thigh. All right, we're gonna come around. This is a little different workout. This is gonna be the top of your quad. So we are at an angle, and your hands are to the back of the bench. You know, idealistically, if you're on the floor and you're not sitting on a bench, you're actually gonna be working the top of this quad, which is attached to the tibia right here. So you're gonna flex your toe. If you're standing and lifting with a stiff leg, it's gonna work this top part of the quad. And if you're flat on the floor like this in lifting, that's just as good as well. So either way you do, it's fine. Chest is up. We're gonna do a stiff leg and lift up to knee level. Up to knee level. You're gonna feel this pretty soon. Up. So you feel a lot of this in your hip flexor right now, but you're strengthening those quad muscles. Woo, right up under the hip girdle. 8. Let's do 7, 6, 5. You can feel that lower ab kicking in. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hold, you're gonna push, push. I want you just to flex this muscle right here, flex. Turn your toe up, turn your toe out. Make it talk. 8, keep going. 7, stop when you have to. 6, 5, squeeze it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. That was your quad muscle. So you can totally change the shape of your legs. If you feel like you've always had what I hear people say, tree trunk legs, no shape in your knee, then that's what you want to start doing. You can change your DNA, you can change all of it. So flex that foot, chest is always up, and then you're gonna lift. You can walk this leg out if you want to a little bit for more support, and lift. You're gonna feel that lower ab area kick in. Lift, lift. So you're also using your lower abs. You're using the quads, and lift. I hope you can see this. Lift, and lift. 4 more. 3 more. Oh, wow, you should feel it. 2 more. And 1, you're gonna hold, you're gonna push. Push, make your muscles talk. Squeeze it out. I mean, I can see the cut and definition right there. And that's just from doing a lot of these exercises in bar with seniors. But in the bar class, I teach at our Anderson YMCA every other Wednesday. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. I also teach at Senior Solutions. I teach senior classes there, or an adult bar class with a chair. Woo, keep pushing, push, 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 squeeze. Final 8, I hope you're feeling this. 7, you can do this no matter how old you are, by the way. 4, 3, or young, 2, and 1, release. Okay, that was inner and outer thigh, the tops of your quads, and your hamstrings. So at this point, I'm going to come on down. I was going to use the floor, but I think I'll just go ahead and have a seat right here on the bench. Feel free to use the floor. We're going into some abdominals. Hold behind your thighs and roll back. Pull those shorts down. There you go. So you want your fingertips behind the nape of your neck and your thumbs pulled around to your earlobes. Toes, walk your heels out. Keep your knees bent, toes flexed. While pushing your bra strap area into the bench, you're just going to support your head. So keep in mind that your head is somewhat like a medicine ball. It's not a muscle. It's like this weight. So a lot of us try to pull on our head to lift, but this is a neck joint, and this is a big, like 3-pound medicine ball. Pretend you're thinking of it. If you think of it that way, I think you'll do better. Push your bra strap area in, so you're kind of like in an upside down plank. Eyes are up ahead on the ceiling, and I'm just gonna push that bra strap area in and crunch. So my neck has no part in lifting my body. I'm just pushing the middle of my back, or that area right up under my shoulder blades in. I'm exhaling every time I crunch up. When I come back, I'm coming back to a flat back. I keep my toes flexed to keep my lower abs contracted and working. You can also pull those or bring those toes towards your body every time you lift. Be sure to keep your hands fully supported, head pushed into those fingertips, exhaling every time you lift. Remember to stop when you have to. Squeeze up. We're going to do 2 more. 2 and 1. And you're going to stretch out right here just for a second. Just stretch. Excellent. And come down. So this motion, you're going to put 1 foot down, 1 foot in the air, okay? Turn your ankle out. You can even open up your inner thigh a little bit. So that's going to disengage your hip flexors, and you're going to use your lower ab area, your upper ab area, and your inner thigh. Your shoe is your leg weight. So fingertips behind the nape of the neck, flat back into the ground. I'm in a plank position. I'm going to lower my leg or my foot, keeping my lower abs in the back of my mind. I'm going to tap and lift up with my lower abs, pushing my bra strap or middle of my back into the bench, and just crunch right here and stop. So you're going to drop, crunch, drop, crunch, drop, crunch, drop, crunch. Notice I'm not stretching my chin toward my heel. I'm just planking, planking. My lower back and my middle back are flat to the ground, and I'm thinking about my lower ab area, lifting my shoe. My inner thigh is getting in on the action. I'm supporting my head with my fingertips. We're going to do 2 more, and we're going to do 1 more, and we're going to relax. That's enough of that. So the other leg, put your weight into the outside foot, turn the inner thigh up, support that head and neck. Your middle back is flat. All you're going to be doing is pushing in. So plank, and you begin lifting up, crunch, stretch it out. Lower ab lift, crunch, stretch it out. My eyes are on the ceiling, crunch, stretch it out. Crunch, stretch it out. You should really feel these. You can do these standing too. I can feel myself pushing my foot into the ground, which is giving me a little bit of help and support while I'm using this resistance, lying flat to the bench. So let's do 4 more of these. Squeezing the top. Don't you love not having music? You can't go fast. So you know you're doing all the exercises right. Last one. And up and release. Okay, so you can pull one knee in at a time, hands under those thighs, and you can just kind of rock side to side. Loosen up that back a little bit, especially if you're on the floor. So this next exercise, you see my toes are below my knees, but anytime that I'm going to do an ab exercise that deals with me extending my feet out, you want to make sure your feet are flexed. That means your toes are squeezed towards you, and you're going to push your heels out, but you always want to keep your toes above your knees. If you start pushing out like this, and I see this all the time in class, even though I say how to do it, so that's another reason why I'm making these videos. But flex your feet and push out, and then right when you can't take it anymore, take your lower abs and press your middle back and your lower abs in, and tap the knees and come out. So it's out for 2, in, crunch. Out for 2, notice my toes are over my knees. I'm pushing out with my heels. Out for 2, exhale, crunch. Out for 2, exhale, crunch. Now, if you have a weight, you can actually hold the weight and stretch, and then come up and reach. Okay, so that's an option. My feet are still not going below my knees. Keep your feet above your knees. Exhale. This is about my break point right here. Exhale. Break point. Exhale. You can also go side to side. If you're pretty advanced at this, you can stay right and then swivel and go left. And then swivel and go right. Push the bra strap area in. Swivel and go left. Be sure to push that bra strap in. Do it right. Do it well. Push it in. Lift. So you're getting the obliques. I promise you, you will feel this tonight if you haven't done them in a while. And center up. And release. You're going to take your feet to the ground. We're going to do what's called bridges. Heels are to the ground. Lift up your hips. So you're going to squeeze at the top right here. I'm squeezing completely through. And I'm going to drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Now, if you can walk your feet out a little farther, make it a little harder. That's too hard, I admit. Lift, drop, lift, drop. Squeeze all the way to the top. Top, they say this is one of the top exercises you want to incorporate into your workout, along with the Cobra stretch. And lift, so this is called a bridge. You can do it flat on the floor. This is a little more complicated. It works the backs of the hamstrings, the lower back, the buttock muscles, and the abdominals. 2 more, and hold. You're gonna lift, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hang on. 8, 7, 6, 5, only 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. We're gonna stretch. Take the foot across. Woo! We're coming to the end of this workout. I think that's plenty of butt and gut. That was the backs of the legs, the tops of your quads, your inner thighs, your outer thighs, your lower abs, and your upper abs. You're gonna actually take one foot in, grab behind your calf muscle, draw your shoulder blades into the ground. Now, even if your knee is bent, I want you to push your heel all the way to the ceiling and bring it in. So there's your hamstring stretch. And hand behind the thigh and knee, drop it down. Other side, push it up. If it's easier, you can keep one foot in. Push up and into your back or your middle of your back. Bring your shoulder blades into the ground. If you've got a bent knee because you're just not that flexible, fine, but push up with that heel. So you'll feel a stretch in the back of your hamstring. Excellent. Now to get up, you can either take both hands under your knees, chin to chest and rock, or if you don't feel good about that, shift to your hip, come over to one side, push your body up, and that's class. Want to thank you for joining me for Too Fit to Quit with Butts and Guts. Be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll see you again soon.